Good afternoon, and welcome to my daily Facebook Live. This is Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart. This is number 195. My name is Barry Selby. I am a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, a passionate champion for the divine feminine, and help strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. And today's topic is a continuation of a topic I've been running for a few days, which is what is partnership? And today's theme is around the idea about taking a break and don't be a victim, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Explain what I mean that shortly when I get in there. Just a quick plug to a broadcast I did earlier. I mentioned yesterday that I was going to be doing a live broadcast at 1 p.m. Pacific time today, which I did, with my friend Aaron. Good evening to you too. Nice to have you here, folks. Good to see you too. I did a broadcast at 1 p.m. Pacific time earlier today, which you can see on my wall. It's up there as a replay with my friend Erin Elizabeth Lanahan about the rise of the divine feminine and divine masculine. And we had a good 1 hour conversation, although it took about 4 or 5 minutes for it to get into the broadcast. So you can skip through the broadcast to where you see us both on the screen if you want to, but I recommend watching it. It was good. So today's topic is part 5. And by the way, just so you know, this is number 195 in an ongoing series of Facebook Lives. Yes, there's a lot of them out there. You can find all of them on my website, which is barryselby.com. Click on the video blog to watch them there, as well as on my business page on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'll mention that again at the end. So what is partnership? I've been talking about this for a few days. This is part 5, so it's been 5 days worth. And what I'm using partnership as a label for is a committed, evolved, and conscious relationship. And the one I want to talk about today, which I had the hit on during the earlier broadcast today, which I mentioned, it's two pieces of the same conversation, which is take a break and don't be a victim. Now, let me explain that a little bit more detail, what I mean by that. And I'm going to cover something that people hate to hear about, which is called codependence. And a less than conscious relationship is one where two partners will get together and will dive into a enmeshed, committed, what's the word looking for? None of the words are positive, so I'm just trying to find them. They're dug down deep. But basically a relationship where they cannot live without each other. It's desperate, it's hungry, it is needy, it is a overly saturated way of being in a relationship. Now, none of you have ever been that way, I'm sure. I have, so I can experience. And if you're honest, you might find you have too. The context of this is that the individuals involved, and yes, I was one of these, walked around life feeling that I wouldn't be complete till I met somebody else, ideally my twin flame, my soulmate, my partner, whatever. And to be really honest, most of the dating, a lot of the dating sites and apps and matchmaking type people subtly sometimes, but sometimes blatantly, promote the fact that you won't be whole and complete, you won't be valid until you meet your significant other in a relationship. This is bullshit. Let me be very clear about that. Because, several things. One of which is, you're already whole, complete, and autonomous. You are a divine being and having a human experience. You are okay. You don't need somebody else to make you feel perfect or be perfect. And when you're in a relationship, as I've said in my broadcast before, and it's in my book, relationships are not 50-50. Because 50-50 means only half of you shows up. And that seems like a waste of your energy. And a waste of theirs, because it means two halves make a whole. Yeah, but that's not enough for a relationship. A relationship is actually greater than some of the parts. So a relationship like a gestalt is greater than individual. So it's 100%, makes a relationship that's at least 200% energetics. So that's one part. Second part is that when we get into those sort of relationships, and I did myself, we couldn't get enough of the other person. And in fact, the addiction to, because it's kind of addictive, wanting to be in their space, in their environment, close to them, touching them, connecting with them, feeling with them, that sort of stuff, which is very fun for the first few weeks, maybe the first month. After that, it gets really cloying. It wasn't effective, and it wasn't healthy. And it was a good reminder, in fact, that I was out of alignment, and you may have been too. So this is why I say take a break. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're in each other's face all the time, maybe you live together, you work together, and you love together, at some point you're going to get sick and tired of each other. Yes, it happens to all of us. Sorry, sort of burst your bubble, but even the perfect people have to take time apart. And so to take time out to be with yourself, one, and two, to do things that recharge your polarity batteries, as it were, is a wise move. If you're in a healthy relationship with a partner, taking breaks from each other, meaning that you go do your own thing, is a valid thing to do because it recharges your batteries. In fact, the thing is, if you want a healthy relationship, the way to create more attraction to each other is to take time apart from each other so you can go do other things. Meaning that, for example, if you're a woman, taking time out from your honey, your partner, to go do things with your sisters, maybe go to the spa, go shopping, go dancing, go to yoga, do other things that rebuild, rejuvenate, and restore your feminine energetics, makes you more attractive to him. Guys, when you get to the point we need to, take a break, you go out somewhere where you go hunting with the guys, or you go camping with them, or you go play sports with your guys. You do things that are competitive, and you start to do things that are basically really rooting you into your masculine heart. It restores your batteries, it recharges your batteries rather, it restores your masculine core, and it makes you more attractive to her. This leads to great sex, by the way, so take note of this for the men and women. This is such a simple thing, but you can do this. So taking a break when you're in a healthy relationship is a vital part of having a healthy and sexual relationship. The other part about being a victim, as I mentioned before, this enmeshment that happens where you become so addicted to the other person that you can't leave them, puts you in a very precarious place. Because if you're not both on the same level of addiction, which you usually are not, the person who's not actually enmeshed so much and addicted to you, excuse me, can turn away their energy if they chose to. They can walk away, leaving you in desperate victimhood. I'm saying it that way intentionally because for most people when they're in this committed relationship, they don't realize that what they're doing is basing their own self-support and self-expression on the other person's presence. And in fact, you won't be happy unless the other person pays you attention. This is dangerous territory because what you're literally doing is saying, let me give you my heart and you can destroy it if you want and I won't worry about it, but I'll be really hurt if you do. And then they go ahead and do it. Put you in the victim role. And this is such a powerful place for people to get because most people don't have a clue about this idea. But being in a codependent relationship is a dangerous place to play because what it does, it puts you in a place of being a victim to the other person's mood. And that literally means you can get hurt by what they do or don't do. That's not a way to be in a healthy relationship. A mature, conscious partnership, as I call it, is one where you choose to take ownership for your own space. You and your partner are whole and complete individuals. And when you honor and respect yourself, you can then add honor and respect to each other, and that what the person does or doesn't do won't affect your mood. In fact, you'll be respecting yourself enough that the other person is adding to who you really are, not taking away from you. So having that context, that conversation of understanding your autonomy, your own independence, is a healthy way to be in a relationship. So you don't become a victim of their mood, and you know how to take care of yourself and take time for yourself. And again, I mentioned this earlier today when I was in the broadcast, so quick plug again for earlier, 1 p.m. Today. You can find it on my wall from 1 p.m. today, actually probably 2 o'clock when it finished. I was in a dual broadcast with a friend of mine, Erin Elizabeth Lanahan, and we talked about the rise of the divine masculine and the rise of the divine feminine. It was a pretty powerful talk, and this was touched on in there, but I want to go deeper on this. And this, by the way, is part 5 of a ongoing series of talks called the What is Partnership? And it's actually number 195, yes, 195 of my daily Facebook Lives, called Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart. And this one was just a little nudge, reminder, in-your-face nudge to say, watch out in relationship what you choose and how you choose to be in partnership. I'm not sure if tomorrow will be a part 6, we'll see. I'm just in the mood, in the flow of what's coming through. But if you want to find out my other broadcasts, you can watch them on my website. If you go to barrysilver.com and click on the video blog to watch the other broadcasts, which is all 194 before this in sequence, as well as this one that's up there now, or will be up there later, rather. Or you can find them on my business page on Facebook or also on YouTube. I do a daily Facebook Live broadcast on love and relationships, on purpose, on masculine and feminine polarity, and all these things because it's my passion and it's also my message. So hopefully you get value from these. They're meant to be of support to you and in service to you. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below and I'll get to them afterwards. If you need help in the area of relationship, love, romance, finding what you want, please reach out to me. I can help you. And that, I think, is about it. Thanks for watching my broadcast. If you're just joining me, please go back and watch from the beginning, because this might be the thing you're missing in your love life. Ooh, there you go. So thank you again for watching. A reminder, as always, please take care of yourself, because you deserve it. And if you take care of yourself enough, you won't need someone else to do that for you, in which case you can be healthier in a relationship. And that's the cliff notes of today's broadcast. With that, I say thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye.